Okay, so welcome. You know what this is. You know who I am. Let's just get this started. Like to holler for the shirt. All right, so I'm sitting here for the longest time trying to figure out what stories to tell, because what stands out as crazy to me as a witness might just straight up seem unbelievable to you as the uninitiated. And now there are people who can verify a lot of these things that I'm talking about, like what field service is, what it's about, what the memorial is, what these terms actually mean, in case I've lost anybody. So I basically decided that what I'm going to do is tell you stories that other people can verify, number one, and some of these things you can't verify, but it'll, I think, help get you into the mindset of what I was seeing, the context of what I was seeing and how I was processing this, because I was raised as a witness. So a lot of these things you don't really get unless I explain it. So the first thing I'm going to explain, the first story I'm going to tell is to answer a question somebody asked me earlier. Like, why did it take you so long to start to wake up and start to really think about what was going on? And I realized it's because of some things that I experienced as a kid. So the first thing that I experienced as a kid that I would like to share with you was a time when we were out in field service. So I need to set the scene. It's my mother, and there's a teenage young lady who's working with us in field service. So they normally go door to door, 2 by 2. So if you got kids, they don't really count them unless the kids are talking and giving presentations. So at this point, I'm not giving presentations. I'm not knocking on the door. I'm with my mama. Also, my baby brother was there as well. So I need you to know that my dad had died recently, but that has nothing to do with the story, except for the fact that that's why we were all out there with my mother. She had been going on her own for a while, so she knew what she was doing. She knew her presentations. She had the Watchtower and Awake magazine. She knew what she needed to say. Okay. So again, my mother, another young sister, me, who was maybe, I think by this time I was either 5 or 6 years old, and my brother is close to 1. He's either right under a year or right over a year. So this is New Orleans. And we are walking around in the territory, meaning just going down the street, knocking on doors. So when somebody comes to the door, you talk to them and basically, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. We have these Watchtower and Awake magazines. Here's what they're about. We'd like to, here's your copy. Now, I think back in the days, I'm old enough to remember where the magazines were a dime. I think I vaguely, barely remember them being a nickel a piece. But I remember at least when they were a dime. This is around that time. So the woman's house that we go to, there's an iron gate that's probably about 3 or 4 feet tall. And you open the gate and walk into the yard. Her house set back in the yard, maybe 10 feet from the gate. Okay. So for this one, we're going and we get there, and the young lady is going to stay with my brother with the stroller right on the other side of the gate. So they basically stop here, and my mother and I go in. So we knock on the door. She knocks on the door. This lady comes to the door and she's, hi, good morning. So my mom goes into her presentation, says who we are. You know, I'm Anna, this is my son, and we're Bible students in your neighborhood, and we talking about this and blah, 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 blah. What do you think about that? And, oh, nice. Okay, cool. So I'd like to leave this with you for a contribution of such and such. The lady says, okay, that's fine. Hang on. Let me get my pocketbook. She turns around, and when she goes back in the house, my baby brother starts screaming. I mean, screaming bloody murder. So we both turn around and look, and we both go over to see what's going on with him. We step on the other side of the gate, and the gate closes behind us. As soon as this happens, the woman comes back to her door with the biggest German Shepherd I'd ever seen. She opens the door. This German Shepherd comes, bearing, running. And we're only maybe 10 feet from the door. So you got my baby brother screaming. You got this noise from back here. I'm freaking out, turning around, looking, and this dog, it seemed like he might have just took 2 steps. One from the porch, down on the ground. The next one, he's up on the gate, right in front of me. Then he just jumps down and walks away without barking. He doesn't bite anybody. He doesn't even look back at us. The woman is looking like I'm just like, we all turn around and look back at the lady. The lady closes her door and walks away. The young sister that's with us is freaking out. My brother screaming. I'm tripped out. But we get around the corner and start telling everybody what happened. And what are we told? The angels are out here with us. That was God protecting y'all. Look at this story of Daniel in the lion's den. Y'all could have been in the German shepherd's den. The angels are with us, baby. This is Jehovah's work. This is God's work. So, yeah, I know it's a cult now, but that was like the scariest and coolest thing I ever saw. And that was just one thing. That's like one of my earliest field service memories I haven't even thought of for years. So, like I said, I want to keep these short and simple. Let me know what you think about this presentation, the background, the whole nine. And that's it. Holla.
Ba, 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 da, da.